Let's get into the game. We're starting on Fighting Spirit.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
So is this another TVZ then?
I believe so.
I mean, it is the best matchup.
That's what everyone says. I like all the mirrors. Give me any mirror.
I've got an unpopular opinion. I think Zerg vs. Zerg is the best mirror.
I mean, in StarCraft 2, Zerg vs. Zerg definitely my favorite matchup by far. But in StarCraft 1, I don't want to say it's better than the others. I'll keep it as like all mirrors are better. But I wouldn't say ZVZ is the best.
In the top left, we have the brown Alwayslose Terran. And in the bottom right, we have HaN, the red Zerg.
Yeah. Let me check who's from which team, because that's important.
I've noticed they are... Oh yeah, you should update us on the score. Because I don't have the professional skills to do that. I've noticed so far, though...
Okay, so... Team5 is up by 1 in the best of 9, which is the whole series. We're only casting 3 matches.
Of course.
So HaN is for Team Beast, and Alwayslose is for Team5.
This 650 APM from the Terran, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Is it gonna give him the edge?
Do you think it's enough?
Let me highlight the Neblime set the network to extra high. We are both in Australia.
Even then, it's not close enough. Got to set it extra high.
I'm curious.
So,
I want to see some aggressive Zergs. That's what I want to see in Tier 1.
Well, I doubt it's going to happen on Fighting Spirit. And he's definitely not 9-pulling this time. But on the other hand, Terran doesn't look like he's going to go for a 1-1-1 either.
Or I want to see some wacky builds. Like a 9 hatch. Something fresh.
We should have signed up for Tier 3 then. That's where you get the wackiness.
I'm hoping to bring some wackiness myself to Tier 3.
Hey, no, dude, I want to see a nuke, alright? This season, I want to see a nuke. That's my wish.
I'm not going to give away my strats, but I'm hoping.
Alright.
I had the Dirty Wraith play against someone, Caramel, I think. That was
Caramel's what race?
Zerg.
Oh,
that was an epic series. One that I definitely should have lost, but thank you, Caramel, for the victory.
Oh wow, rude. Did it get casted?
Oh, it did, yeah. I think
Nice.
Boss Ross casted it. He had
nice.
I think people were salty that it went on for 30 minutes or something, the last game.
Okay.
When
was it like at the end of their stream and they just want to go?
I think the people who were next wanted to stream. Alright, so we get the pool coming down on 11 after the hatch on 12.
Alwayslose very conservatively going to that second depot before command center, which is what you want to do if you can't skip, because it could still always be a 9 pool.
Yeah, I do like the second depot before the command center. I always mess it up if I don't get the second depot.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, straight up, it's just greedy if you do that, if you do the command center without scouting. So he's really just dotting his I's, crossing his T's.
I do like greedy play game 1 though.
Sees everything that's going on.
Drone
yeah,
scout.
I mean, that's a good point. And on Fighting Spirit of all maps, right, you can probably get away with it more than any other. So drone comes in, sees absolutely everything, knows exactly what's going on, gets out.
I want the player who's a dirty mind gamer. There's someone who's going to do something incredibly crazy game 1 and then just play standard from then on.
Alwayslose made his CC on high ground, and that puzzles me. Because did he not SCV scout? Did he go to the bottom left and then the top right? Oh my gosh.
I like this third timing from HaN. I like it.
So Alwayslose has gone for a really weird scouting pattern. He sent his SCV to the bottom left, he saw the Overlord there, and then he went to the top right. I'm not really sure why, because he should know from that Overlord timing that HaN is in the bottom right.
I think so.
So now he's made this CC in a conservative safe position. That's going to hurt his economy a bit. And I mean, just not being in the main to figure out that there's this third hatch missing is going to be a big deal with this secret base.
And HaN with the sharp third timing, I think, puts him at a slight advantage, just from that small decision.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the whole point, right? You're doing a 3-hatch build, but your third hatch, instead of being a macro hatch, you have it over here. It's a huge advantage for Zerg if it goes unscouted, and I don't think Alwayslose is going to be able to figure it out.
No.
Marine's coming out of the map.
He is moving out, though. He is moving out.
Yeah, this could definitely put a lot of pressure on. No colony going down, because one sunken just completely denies this one. But link speed not started, no colony down, and drones being made. He does turn around though. I think he just wanted to scare the Zerg with that.
Yeah, HaN did start his third at the same time as his gas almost. So the gas was quite late. So I'm expecting to see 3-hatch muter, maybe. That's my read. Although he hasn't taken the second gas.
Yet? So that's the thing. Well, it's early days yet though. He's less than half. Still definitely continue to play.
I mean, I'm just guessing here. This is tier 3 commentary. You can be the Artosis, I can be the Tasteless.
Okay, alright, but like I said, you've got to remind people about 12 units in control group and all that repetitive stuff.
I'll select some. 1, 2, 3,
You've got to tell
5,
everyone the game's harder
11.
than it looks as well.
I mean, I actually agree. I think one of the best things that I think it was actually Artosis who said it, who gave me a lot of justification. The second gas coming down now was that he was saying that repairing a building as Terran is actually harder than it looks. And I actually agree with that because I get blown out. True. I get completely destroyed by Mutalisks attacking my missile turrets before my SCVs actually get there to repair.
Look, I don't disagree with all the tastelessisms, it's just that they say them every time, that's the problem. It is going to be Hydra, by the way, Aspect started. I think that makes sense with the sneaky base, because you can defend it with Lurkers a lot more reliably than you can with Mutalisks. And once Terran figures out it's there, it's like, you're mad, you're like, damn, I have to kill that. He's had it for so long.
Oh, I was going to say that I actually like the Lurker play if you take a corner map, but a corner base, sorry. But I suppose he did scout the Terran is opposite him. So taking this third with the 2 ramps is a more conservative move by HaN there. Because I do like.
I would say the opposite. I would say it's very risky because 2 reasons. One, he's taking it like with his 3rd hatch instead of his 4th hatch as his 3rd. So if Terran scouted, he could have done a push early. And second, there's actually, like you said, 2 ramps. So it's a lot harder to hold this with just a couple of Lurkers. Bio could actually get in here. But I think Alwayslose is still none the wiser about the base being there.
Terran scanned the main and the natural and saw the Hydra aspect. I mean, sorry, the Hydra den. And Lurker aspect is finishing up. I wonder if he'll assume that it's going to be 2 hatch Lurker since he doesn't know about this base.
Well, no, I think he would know by the timings, and you know, Alwayslose is a tier 1 guy. I think he'd figure out that there must be a 3rd hatch somewhere.
That's true. Is he going to find it then? Is he going to move out?
Well, he knows it's not in the bottom left because there's an SCV there. He did not scan the top right, but he's not moving that direction.
He's walking right there.
Guessed.
He's walking right there.
Yeah, he might have guessed it. He definitely didn't scan it, but I think he's figured out, oh no, this is the worst feeling.
I feel like the Lurkers are going to finish in time. There's one sunken.
So close, but yeah, he's not here in time. Once he's borrowed...
I'm not sure he has any scans. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, he does back out. That's really unfortunate because he was almost there at the exact time he needed to break that. And like I said, it's the worst feeling when this happens to you as Terran. You're kicking yourself, going, damn, how did I let him get away with that? He has 3 bases for free now.
HaN is looking very strong at the moment. Some greedy plays with like the quick 3rd. But, you know, relatively unpunished. You know, I think this is what makes a great player. You know, knowing when to take these risks.
Absolutely. And like you were saying, you like greed in game 1, and that makes perfect sense because you're not really sure what your opponent's going to be bringing. Is he going to be coming all in with the cheese, or...
Always lose with the 2 bunkers in the natural, though. I do like the position. Maybe I'll put the second one closer to the command center. But that's...
Well, my opinion is they need... Yeah, I agree. They need to be further back, I think. But on the whole, it's definitely a good thing to have them, and their position isn't bad. But I mean, we can judge all day, but at the end of the day, like, they are going to work pretty well.
So the Terrans are playing off 4 racks as opposed to 5. So he's going to get their fastest starport you mentioned earlier.
Yes. And he's going mines as well. The game didn't go on long enough to see this, but I think we're going to see the mech switch this game. Because that's typically what you do. You get the mines early, cover the map with mines, get complete map control, then lift all your barracks, make a bunch of factories. Typically, if you're staying with Bio, you make tanks, and you can do a big push with 3 tanks and a science vessel here. Very effective against these Lurker players.
I hope so. I'm not sure he has enough of a presence, though, to die to Defilers, though, when they come out. I mean, maybe this is just me and my salt talking, but I die to a single Defiler all the time. And it's because
he can just kite back, and you know, by the time...
True, he is at the front of the bridge.
Ooh, that's a ballsy engage.
3 Lurkers going down. And this natural relatively undefended right now.
Yeah, he could get in here. Is he going to go for it? He is.
I don't know about this Marines first. I swear medics first is better.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. More Lurkers coming up. Oh, he focus fires one. That's a huge sword.
Very good.
Oh, it goes down.
This is a big swing for Terran. I thought Terran was relatively out of it, but here we go.
Really
lots of drones going down.
That was like the tiniest slip possible by HaN, and that's it. That's it. He just counts. Like,
yeah, these sharp timings.
Those weren't in a bad position by any means. He just counts in the exact moment they burrowed. He saw there's nothing here.
So he's going to lose this natural, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. He will.
But the main should be fine.
still, that's a huge deal.
Absolutely. 2 base Zerg loses to 2 base Terran, I think.
He needs to pull his Marines back a bit more if he wants to get his hatchery though. Oh, damn, I think the hatchery's going to live. That's a bit of a blunder. If he pulled his Marines back, he definitely could have focused the hatchery. But look, a lot of damage has been done anyway. Consider that Terran's sacrificing army to do this, but he's not costing him any economy, so he's definitely going to keep
That's a strong hold by HaN.
I still think Terran has the big advantage here. That's still too much damage to be taken. When you're on 3 base, you really need to be holding completely solid. You can't let any damage go down, really.
I suppose so. I mean, Terran didn't actually do any damage, though. I mean, he hurt the Hydrogen, he hurt the hatchery, but he only lost 2 Sunkens.
5 lurkers, got those Sunkens.
He did actually wipe out all the drones on the minerals and the natural.
That's a huge deal. Oh my god, you said you wanted to see Guardians, guess what?
Muta switch.
Fire! Oh my god, he scanned it. So he's going to make Wraiths now, immediately queues up 2 Wraiths. Perfect response. He's got double dropship coming in, which is a pretty common play against Lurker. I think this Guardian's going to be ineffective as long as he gets enough Wraiths up in time.
I find it quite interesting he's got in this dropship that's flying out, which is scattered by the Zergling, by the way. Only
really
one medic.
Position.
One medic, he's gone for the deep. Maybe he wants to wipe out those buildings as fast as possible.
Well, that's usually what you do, is Marines and 1 medic and a dropship's the most common.
Really? I thought it was 2 medics and
Well, you can go 2 medics, but a lot of the time you only want 1. It varies. And it also depends on your preference as a player. I just want to point out, HaN's really impressive with his map vision here. If you turn Alwayslose vision off, you can see he has this sort of like soft ring around Alwayslose. That's really good. Drop it in the main though, there's nothing here to defend. The lurkers are all burrowed down the natural. A lot of damage can go down. Oh, and these drones.
Yeah, these drones driving by.
Oh, late stim. I feel like
is he going to try and hit the spire? He scanned the spire. Is he going to try and take it down? I mean, I don't know about that.
I guess he figures the damage is already done.
He's shooting the gas. I don't know about this.
Yeah, this is a bit disappointing. Could have got a lot more done. But he can fight back here. He can trade pretty well. Gets that lurker. Could get another one, he does. I mean, that's already pretty cost effective. You can consider it's only like 6 Marines, 5 now.
Targeting the pool. I do like this play. This is the first building that I would have targeted, actually, the pool. So I can pump Marines and apply pressure.
What I always do is go for the Evo first, and then the pool, but there are no Evos around. The Guardians are finished though, and they're going to start hitting this natural. We've got 1 Wraith out. And,
this game is crazy. I don't know if I have the APM as an observer. There's a drop in the 3rd as well. Drop in the 3rd, taking down the Sunken.
Action everywhere. Oh my god, that 3rd's going to go down if nothing.
And he's walking to the main. This is incredible.
Well, there are lurkers there.
He's not paying attention. They're move commands, or he can't see them. Both of them.
Oh, I mean, that's a lot of damage from 2 lurkers. And the the Guardians and the natural continue to do damage. If you're just going to take out that Wraith, I mean,
the pool survives. The pool survives on 48 health.
Wow, I can't believe that.
This 3rd's going down though.
Is a big deal.
3rd going down. That's a big snipe.
But at the same time, Terran's natural is about to die. In fact, he's going to lose
I can't give up. He loses the command center.
That's a huge blunder there. He should have lifted it and pulled it back.
This is a great game. This is a great game. Forget the KSL. CPL is where it's at.
Turn that off.
You don't get this. Forget Tasteless and his unlined shirt. Here we are.
That's right. And I don't know what Alwayslose can do here. What has he got to make something happen? With a few vultures, and there's no way to get into this natural. I mean, lurkers shred vultures. And these Guardians are just pummeling down on this base.
He's getting cloak. He's getting cloak with a Wraith. A single Wraith with cloak will clean up. I mean, there's the Overlord on the outside, but it's quite a distance away now.
And he has Overlord speed either.
So if he can take out these Mutas, then these Guardians will just die.
Yeah. Well, he's just going to target the Guardians. I don't know if HaN will realise he has an Overlord. But even so, the damage is done. I mean, Terran's back on 1 base. Even if all this stuff dies for free, I feel like Zerg's still in a good position. Oh man.
Yeah, that's true.
Down the main. Neither of us even noticed it. And I can understand why.
There's burrowed lurkers. He didn't get the pool either. I mean, I think 1 base Terran versus 1 base Zerg is fine, but Zerg's got all this tech that's going on.
Well, Zerg has 2 bases, so I'd like to point out. Oh man, taking out that tank is pretty important. And in fact, he's going to make defensive Guardians here, and that will shut down.
Absolutely.
As long as you have a couple of Sunkens with it, that really completely shuts down the higher pressure. And
he can come in with the Wraiths, though. He can come with the Wraiths. Will he, though? They're out of energy. So maybe they're out of action.
Yeah, but what is there to shoot then? There's 2 Hydras and 1 Muta out. I mean, he can kill the Muta so you can avoid the Hydras.
I think the Guardian over this Sunken can be shot.
That Mind Drag was so sick, taking out 2 Vultures for 1 man.
I absolutely missed it. So thank you, Tier 3 Observer. I'm watching it now.
Oh, can you get another drag? Okay, that's not the kind of mine drag you want.
I don't know about laying mines amongst your forces here. I don't know about that as a move.
Sort of delaying the space. The thing is, the lurkers...
I like this lurker egg on the ramp. Absolutely dirty play. Dirty play. I love it.
Oh my god, the Wraiths though.
The Wraiths coming in. One Hydra because of the greedy morph.
Dude, how many Wraiths did he make? Oh my god. You can take out that Hydra and finish off the rest of this stuff. He's focusing the Guardians though. I think it's a bit questionable here. You better off just killing Hydra. But hey, he can just fly away now. Okay.
I can't control click their units. Alright. So it looks like there's 3 Wraiths left.
Yeah, no, you're right. You can't. I know there's a way to select them, but I forgot.
This is turning into an interesting game.
Well, these Wraiths are going to have to do a lot of damage, but it looks like they definitely could. Scourge are out though. You can micro against these, but I don't think he's paying attention. Ooh, losing a Wraith, that's pretty bad. And the energy's running out, so now they're out of cloak.
2 Wraiths left.
Oh man. Zerg is all over the map with vision.
Absolutely.
Look how much vision he has.
Absolutely. He knows what's going on. And the supply difference isn't actually that much.
Man, these Wraiths starting to go to work on these drones though, and there's nothing really to stop them. I mean, if Zerg doesn't do something about it...
Oh, this Wraith getting baited away.
Oh, dude, Zerg has no gas, so he can't make any
Scourge coming on.
One more second, but it takes so long to mine that much.
The Scourge not connecting at all.
Yeah, nice little micro there. Lurkers coming into the pterodactyl, but they are actually not being microed.
Science Vessel out. Science Vessel is out.
That's a big misclick, I think, by HaN for going in there and not borrowing. I think he meant to borrow them, but he was paying attention to his main. So finally, Hydra's going to clean up these mutas, or are they? And it's close.
We've got an armory from the Terran. I wonder what's going on there.
I don't know what he's going to do there. I was totally wrong about the next switch. Hey, he's stuck with Bio with a few Vultures and Mines. I got to say, the Vulture Mine did not really prove cost effective at all.
The Terran mining out in his main almost, so he's going to be on 1 base effectively very soon. And I'm not sure he can take a second base from there.
Well, he has set up his natural again, though, see?
But then it's 1 base.
He'll be on the 1 base
right.
Natural. Yeah, true. But I think he has the potential to push the Zerg back across the map here. He does have those science vessels.
He could do.
Zerg lost so much to those Wraiths actually. Starting to like Terran's position a lot more at this point.
I actually do favour Terran here, but I've lost from this position so many times. I want to see how Tier 1 handles it. This could be a bad engage.
Tough to engage his Lurkers, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice position, the bridge.
I mean,
Irradiate coming down.
Irradiates are fine, but I think it would have been more efficient to use a D-Matrix, because all you'd have to do is run Marine over the top, and the rest of the Marines can clean out no problem. And it is more efficient, because it's 100 energy versus 2 times 75, but that's fine.
That's true.
The Irradiates will get through.
That's true. He did have 100 energy as well.
Yeah, he's going to push forward now. I mean, so he doesn't have anything at home to defend. He doesn't have that much gas built up.
I don't know how HaN actually defends this now that those 3 lurkers are off the bridge.
He could start a couple of Sunkens. He has plenty of mineral.
I don't know about this 3rd hatchery either, back at the same 3rd. I feel like it's
at
relatively
the end of the day, it only costs him minerals, though, and minerals aren't doing that much for him. One thing I will say is he got Consume and the Defiler Mount, but he never made a Defiler, and I think that's a big blunder, because that's a lot of gas. And he was really missing those key Scourges.
Absolutely.
His Wraith came in.
Oh, he's going to get a vessel. No, he's not. So close.
I think he can do it. He's got 1 lurker, so I don't think it really matters if he does. Terran can just scan. I don't see how HaN can hold this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh man, and he's microing very well. He's going to have first go. Oh, 2 lurkers on top of each other.
These Sunkens are late. Very late. They're rated a bit on the lurkers, but they're not defending the lurkers. Can he hold this?
That's a good spine.
2 lurkers again.
I don't know.
I mean, 2 lurkers.
Great.
Oh.
I guess he barely breaks it.
He's going to flank though from the back. He's going to flank from the back. But it's only 1 lurker. He can't do anything.
I don't think it's going to
can't do anything. I'm hopeful. I want to see HaN. I want to justify all my losses to
so
HaN. The Guardian Morph. I like this. The Guardian Morph.
I think this is it. I think he's done, unfortunately. He was so close to holding that, because all those Marines in a bunch were getting hit by 2 lurkers, but with +1 armor on all those medics, they were barely able to stay alive. And now I think Zek's finished.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Man, that 1 lurker I called him in that day, not for long.
I don't know about HaN's play with the Defiler Mount and the Great Aspire. That's a lot of gas to spend. And then
I think the Guardians definitely did their job. They did huge amounts of damage, but he kept making them instead of Defilers. He made like 1 could have Darkspawn with single lurker and being safe at his natural.
That was a very strong game. I'll load up the second.
Pretty good game.
And I'll take a 30-second break to get my next beer. So let's have a song over the top, shall we? I will just host up the game and then play an uncopyrighted song on a nice low volume, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Again, stuck thinking of you again. This seems to happen now and then, when my old sins be forgiven. So I got to know, 'cause I can't seem to let you go. Do you ever think of me?
Alright, I am back. We're waiting for Neblime still. Let's see if I can work out how to get to the chat to see the live viewers, and we'll see what they're up to and what they're saying. Trash talking tier 3, no doubt, but I completely understand. Six viewers.
Right, I'm back.
So you're back. Excellent. The chat was just enjoying the sultry sounds of Blockhead himself.
Lungs in the chat there saying, like, the other Guardian is what devours. He's right, though. They're so rare. I've played a lot of free-for-alls, and in free-for-alls, sort of anything goes, so you see all these wacky units, and honestly, Devour and Mutalisk is such an OP combination. It's so good.
I like how, maybe my stream is delayed, but High Lung saying hello to you, but not to me. I think that's some tier 3 prejudice there. I think he knows.
I think he means you. He says hi, streamer.
I think
he knows my real name, so I don't think he'd call me streamer.
I think he's trash talking my trash play. Let's get into this game. This is game 2. I'm excited to see how HaN does. He looked very strong, but Terran pulling it out there.
Yeah, really, HaN dominating the opening, but really impressive from Alwayslose. Just getting that one foot in the door with that little lurker move out, and from there he just sort of leveraged it, even taking massive damage himself. Showed a lot of tenacity.
You introduce the players because I have not shown the game. All right, there we go.
All right, in the bottom right, don't forget the replay bar.
Oh, I did absolutely.
Purple Terran
I got it.
Is Alwayslose up by 1 game. Top left we have HaN, the Teal Zerg, down by 1 game.
What teams are they on?
Oh no, I forgot. HaN is Team 5, and Alwayslose is Team B.
And the questions continue. Which team is currently winning?
No, I got it the other way around, sorry. Alwayslose is Team 5, and HaN is Team B. And currently Team 5 is winning, because Fox was able to take home another series.
Alright, yeah, that's right. I'm curious to see if we get some more crazy plays out of these two, because that game was...
Well, I don't know. I don't think HaN's going to try the Guardians again. I mean, like I said, they did their job, but the Wraith sort of swing back did so much.
An interesting choice going Fighting Spirit to Circuit Breaker. Very conservative after a loss. Whereas I like the crazy map after losing a Zerg.
Well, like we keep talking about, right? There's a couple of maps out there where you could cheese. No, there's a pause there apparently. I think he figures though he lost because he wasn't quite able to defend. Like Terran found that one little gap in the armor. And Circuit Breaker is a very defensive map. Maybe even better than Fighting Spirit because you have more options as to where you put your extra bases.
Yeah, I wonder if we will see the cross map in the corner base this time from HaN if he does choose to take a quick third again.
Well, it's very awkward with these spawn positions, right? Because normally You want to get the furthest away base from
That's
Terran,
right. You're expanding
but
towards
both his
Terran.
bases. Yeah, exactly.
But I don't really like the 12 o'clock that much as a Zerg.
No, it does have its downsides. It's actually quite easy to break with like 5 racks sort of play, because even if there's lurkers positions, you can definitely throw some bio away.
Fox talking in the chat here. Is that the same Fox? The Fox?
Yes, it's the illustrious Fox.
12 hatch coming out of HaN again, and I imagine 11 pool coming up straight after.
Most likely. And Terran looks like we'll be going for the racks expand again.
I think it'll be a the gasless expand as the tasteless of the chat.
Yes, that's right.
The real Fox, trash talking HaN's APM here, notably under 400, while Fox's APM nearing 700.
Alwayslose must be spamming so hard. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. The best I've found is making
there's a trick. There's
3 control groups.
Hold down the hotkey. If you hold down hotkey, like say you hotkey your CC to 5, and then just scroll the map to the left and hold down 5, it'll keep resetting the screen, and each time it does that, it keeps action. It does it so fast you can get above 1000 APM just doing that.
I expect to dominate tier 3 then with my APM supremacy.
Yeah, I dare you to get 1000 APM in one of your scheduled matches.
I got pretty high right-clicking some wraiths a few times.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe I'll
I
do
remember there was one StarCraft 2 game where a player had legit 400 APM just clicking Mutalisks around them.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite easy to get it like that. Oh, the command center on the high ground.
Again. Yeah. Well, look, he only just scouted the Zerg, but I feel like his SCV got there in time to see the hatch first, because if you look at that hatch, you can see how finished it is. You know it's hatch. This really does hit the Terran a bit in terms of economy, because flooding it down is a bit of a blow.
Was that was a second scout from the Terran, wasn't it?
No first SCV that he's got to the base of Zerg.
He scouted the top left though.
Ooh.
Oh wait, no,
for a late bunker rush. I don't think it's going to work out because he isn't even moving his Marines. I think he's just trying to pull drones, and it's probably going to be worth it because you lose a lot of mining time. I think it's down to HaN that he's overreacting to this because Lings are already out, and he knows that bunker's not going to go up anytime soon.
I actually do like this play. I mean, he lost the SCV, which is bad. But I do like the build a bunker, pull them off because he pulled them off the minerals.
Yes, absolutely. Look, if the SCV hadn't died, I would have said great. Brilliant play, takes some mining time, only costs you 25 minerals. But
he's not going to see the lair time.
I really don't like it.
He's not going to see the lair time.
It's not just that, you don't know if a Lingle lane's coming or something like that. It's really important you get that SCV scouting for that.
I think he's quite well defended at home. I mean, he needs to move these Marines back a bit for these Lings.
I mean, it's fine for 4 Lings. I mean, at best, he can get 1 Marine, so that's fine, I think. But yeah, he just doesn't know. Like, Zerg could be pumping only Lings.
He's moving into this little nook, so that's alright.
I mean, I'd prefer he stands like on the ramp if he really is worried about it. But like I said, Zerg isn't actually doing anything.
So
but if he was,
I think it looks like the Alwayslose is going to go for the 4 racks play again.
Yeah.
The 4 racks plus 1.
I mean, like I was saying before, I don't like the Vulture Mines if you're not going to go the 4 mech transition.
That's right, yeah.
It just doesn't seem cost effective. I think we're going to see probably another Lurker play. That's my guess.
I think you could be right. What's the timing to get your Hydralisk down with your lair?
Oh, I'm no Zerg, so I can't really answer
very
that,
esoteric knowledge.
I think you get it like about 2/3 done lair.
I think you're right, actually.
You want it finished in the exact moment the lair is, so you can start the aspect as soon as possible, because man, aspect takes a long time.
I'm hoping for Plague this game. I want to see it.
Could happen.
Second gas, though. Could it be Mutas coming down?
Oh yeah, it is going to be Mutalisks. That's definitely Mutalisk gas timing. I mean, well, if you want to see crazy things, if you want to go for Lurker drops, you get the second gas for this timing. Because you've got to pay for speed and drops.
I actually don't like Circuit Breaker as a drop map, so I'm hoping he doesn't go that. The Spire comes down.
I think it's okay, because if you come to this like 6 o'clock and set up there, it's kind of awkward for Terran to defend from that angle. And also, dropping behind the natural mineral line is quite easy because that cliff right there. But anyway, it's actually going to be Muta, so it's all academic.
Fox here in the chat, complimenting his own fake bunker move. Oh wait, this is Alwayslose.
Playing. Yeah, it's Alwayslose.
I wish it
Fox
was.
doesn't compliment his own play. He's too nice for that.
I want to. That's my goal for CPL. I want to see Fox compliment his own play.
Huh.
Even if it's a complete blunder, I want to see it. I want to see nice play there with the factory with no Marines dying to Zerglings.
So it's a very anti-muta play, getting the 3 barracks and a factory, because you're going for the science versus earlier, like we're talking about.
At the risk of posting tasteless again, this seems like an older style of build. Like, I've seen quite a few old games doing this. Check it out, I know my stuff. HaN with a lot of minerals.
First, which is the modern way to do it, though.
HaN banking up for the 9 mutas.
Saving
11 mutas.
Yeah, 9 mutas. Sorry to interrupt
you. 9. Yeah, no worries. So that was tier 3 seeping out again.
Yeah, no, that's alright. So yeah, to some extent you're right, it's an older way to play, but back in the day people wouldn't go eBay first, which he did. So it's more like an adaptation of the modern eBay first style.
Right, I see.
Oh, he sniffed out that he's going to try and expand this top right though. The drone has to hide because the bio is coming.
Oh, I think this drone I think he's going to get it.
Well, if he knows to check there, I mean, I think he's overstimming just to run across the map because nothing's here.
He's not going to go to the corner.
No, I think you're right. Or is he? He's suspicious. He's
all the way over though. I think he's. It's hard. He might go to the bottom corner to try and find it. Or he might scan.
Yeah, I think he will, but he left the fire back here, which is a pretty big deal.
Nice.
Mutas are out, though, and they're heading straight for Alwayslose base.
Leaving that firebat there as a 200 IQ player, I've got to say, I like it.
Well, I don't want to give too much credit to Alwayslose, because like that might be a thing you just learn from pros, because they do it. Then again, it could be.
200 IQ play.
No turrets up in the main. It's a shame the mutas didn't fly straight in, because I think they would have done huge damage, but they are going to come in. Still no turrets.
8 meters. 8 meters. I think that's going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think he must have got supply box on line.
2 bunkers at the front. I think he expected the lurker play like you did.
Yeah, I don't think he was able to scan the spire. So 2 SCVs go down. Third one soon. Already not bad at all. Considering these mutas have not taken even a single point of damage for doing this is already amazing. Needs to be focusing his SCVs though. He's not really babysitting.
HaN with the very conservative throw down small creep colonies. I do like that.
Yeah, that's definitely what you want to do with these muta plays. I don't know if he figured out that it was a straight 3 racks factory or if that's just a 4 racks and then factory. But what can happen is Terran can just counter and kill you if you're not careful.
Oh, right, I see.
A lot of the time what Terran will do when they're going 5 racks is just hang around near the natural so the mutas can't harass because they need... Man, nice micro by HaN picking off that little clump of bio. No turrets have been able to come up yet. Huge damage going down from the mutalisks. Oh, they do have to retreat now.
It looks to me like Alwayslose is not actually target firing the mutas. I mean, I never target fire because I'm trash, but I understand that you're supposed to target fire the mutas.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I didn't really notice because unfortunately they were obscured by my UI. But I want to point out on the top right, there's a bit of a standoff going on. Oh, no, the drone goes back. The drone was sort of staring down on the firebat. The firebat's like, yeah, I dare you, come try and make a hatchery. So fairly late Queen's Nest actually from, and in fact his third hatchery is up
bottom
now.
left. Yeah, highlighting it
now.
Third
base, I mean, right, my 4th hatchery.
Oh yeah, true.
He didn't send any Hydras there, which I think is a bit of a misplay, especially since Alwayslose is moving out.
I think moving these lings down could be a mistake. He could lose a lot of things here.
Well, he's trading okay so far. All this bio is very spread out. That was a fine little hit there. You really do want to engage a bio and spread out. I don't think this is enough bio, especially about a single firebat. These Marines
now with
the
reinforcing lings are going to cinch it for the Zerg.
Huge win there for HaN, because now we can get up this bottom left uncontested. Like I said, he didn't send any Hydras before I asked what this done, which I think is...
There's one Marine in the bunkers. There's one Marine in the bunkers.
Oh my god.
These lings...
counter.
And these lurkers. These lurkers coming down. Another 200 IQ play. I like it.
No, I think this is an overextension.
Oh, actually,
because it only takes
coming down.
In the bunker and there's so many
coming down.
Here. Okay, he does pull back. He definitely would have been a mistake.
He can get the bridges though. He can get these bridges. I think that's... I actually like this.
Yeah, for sure. Sitting here is definitely a good play. I was just saying if he did engage in the bunkers, it would be an overextension.
He's getting his 3rd gas now.
Yeah, Hive is on the way.
He's very defended at the natural. I think Terran's not going to break that. I don't know what Terran does here. I mean, I would go for drops or to try and locate the 3rd, but it looks to me like...
drops are very risky because there's mutalisks out. Like, if they land, sure, they can do a lot, but they could just get caught by the mutalist and you're in a really bad spot.
I think he has scanned the 3rd. If he can see creep, I think that means he can see the 3rd. Or he has scanned it.
Yes, I think you might be right. I'm not 100% on that though. Maybe he did, but he must assume by this point that even if it's pop right on the top left, there is a third base up. Look, honestly, in this situation, I think the best thing for Terran to do is just turtle for science vessels or get a tank.
He's got a tank.
He's going to get a tank.
He does have a tank.
He's going for those double dropships, as you mentioned, but no turrets.
But his
position.
SimCity isn't that friendly to tanks, I don't think.
They can get out though, that's all that matters. Like if you rally them, they will get out eventually. A few Marines coming in here, I feel like HaN can just engage this. That was a pretty nice little hit, but not
his 8 lurkers his 8 mutas are quite bruised.
Yeah, unfortunately he wasn't really microing those Marines came. None of them died, which is key, but they won't be able to harass for just a little bit. Man, look how many lurkers are containing now. This is so hard to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
he does have
he's probably
siege.
going to load up this double drop. Yeah, scans can start chipping away at this now, which is nice. So
Tier 3 coming through, the drops coming in.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. It's definitely a good play. I just wanted to say it's risky. I'm not saying it's a bad play. You just got to be aware that it can go wrong. I mean, look at all those Scourge though.
The Evo chamber getting Carapace, so we're going to see him move up to Ultralisk, or is this just to make his Lings a bit more survivable?
Well, in the long run, you always want upgrades, of course, and he did get the Defiler Mount first, so it's not going to be that super fast Ultra play we should. And in fact, he hasn't secured his 4th base. I really don't like how little defense there is with his 3rd. Like, I feel like he needs to at least put Lurkers on the ramp, because you never know. Terran does some kind of play and breaks out, and then suddenly you got nothing here. That base can just go down. I mean, the Nidus helps, but I'm not sure where the entrance is.
Yeah, I suppose in his defense, he does have vision of every way out. Because he's on the bridge with the lurkers, and the mutas are hovering over the minerals of the mineral-only expansion for the Terran. So he knows what's going on, I think.
I guess, but the thing is, if you have a big fight, everything kind of gets destroyed.
Oh, absolutely.
You kind of lost everything once. Oh my god, that science vessel. Oh, wow.
Big pick off.
Huge plays.
That was the first vessel as well.
I think he made 2 at once. I thought there was another one somewhere, but I'm not sure. I mean, these double drops are sneaking by at the bottom of the map. Look at that. That's really cool that he's sneaking by, and he knows the middle is ready. There are Scourge in the path.
I like this. I do like this play.
Right position to intercept.
Another 200 IQ play coming out from Alwayslose. Distract the mutas and then send the filthy dropship play. I imagine...
sneaking right past the Scourge.
I imagine that Zergs have to be very salty about dropships because they win games, I think.
Oh, yeah. He can just focus that Nidus immediately. He's not focusing it now, but Zerg could send it a 5 link strip there and that would deal with this. Okay, he's going to focus it. Damn, it goes down. I think that base is done for then.
Zerg needs to respond to this, but Zerg is just sitting there with the contain. What is the response?
I mean, this
the
is what I mean
is
about
gone.
Defense at the 3rd.
So he might expand to the top, but that's greedy. I mean, losing this base is a huge deal.
Absolutely. I think...
I mean, the mutas will clean this up, but the hatchery is going down.
Well, he's not focus firing it right now. He's focusing on both
true.
hatcheries. I mean, I guess he could probably get
right.
both of them, actually. Does a bit of a pullback. I mean, he has to fix them soon. Nice cancel. That was like a last-second cancel. Actually, that was really
very
sick.
nice. The hatchery does go down.
He's losing a base, so I don't want to like praise HaN, but that was actually the best hatchery cancel I've ever seen. Isn't that typical? Zerg swoops in and kills everything just after the hatcheries die. Seems like every game does.
The supply is very close, I think, considering I actually favour...
That's for sure.
I favour Terran at the moment, but Great Aspire again, coming up in the Zerg's main.
I mean, I don't think that's a good move when you're down to 2 gas. I don't think you can make that work.
I don't think so. I think you want the Defilers coming out.
Yeah, he does have a couple of Defilers up, but I feel like he just needs to like do some Lurker-Link Defiler play until he can get secured with a couple more.
I think so. HaN has quite interesting unit compositions. Obviously, he's making basically Muta Lurker, but that's quite a lot of gas. He's got a few Lings, but not that much. And then in the main, he's just got the Defiler coming out, but he's only got Hydras, really. Some Lings coming down.
The follow-up drop, just making sure nothing's going on in this bottom left. Gonna take out that one. Nice Dark Swarm there. It's another one to push forward more. Oh, the Lurker, I'm not looking. The Defiler gets immediately radiated, and that's a tough thing when you can't fortunately make them.
I like this expansion by HaN in the top right. Now that he's pushing out.
Oh my god, those Lurker spawns. Oh my god.
Huge damage coming out. This tank though, sitting there. I think he needs... There we go, the tank goes down.
This is what HaN needed to get back in the game. He needs to sit back and secure its own bases, and he's doing it.
I like
know,
this.
I think
This spread from Alwayslose is good. I like it. The angle of attack there from the Marines is very efficient.
sending in those lurkers is a mistake. I mean, there's this whole bunch back here with the swarm now.
The bunkers are fully loaded, though. The bunkers are fully loaded.
Well, that bio is not going to survive. He should not engage into these bunkers, though. Ooh. I mean, every time, Alwayslose is picking off a little more. Sick upgrades, 2-1 for bio. Right? Nice split as well. I mean,
all the buildings in the bottom left go down now. The extractor goes down.
Okay, the thing is, Alwayslose actually traded pretty efficiently there, and there's two base, like
I think so.
Town ones.
Definitely.
I mean, technically there's a third hatch up, but there's no drones there. He really needs to get a knight to transfer them ASAP. He's just going to go across the map, which I guess is fine when this is contained. Oh my god, the Scourge coming in. This time Alwayslose does pull back though. Look at that one drone mining minerals in the bottom left. Sneaking past.
I don't know about this Unburrow. A stim could cinch it.
Well, if he stays there, though, he's going to keep getting irradiated.
And this vessel count. This vessel count is quite high.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Even if Terran's getting battered on the ground,
he's got 4 vessels.
Build up this vessel count over time. I mean, these Hydras are just a waste. Oh, they're going to pull back. That's lucky. Well, we really need another defiler down here. He does have one available. I don't know if his research played.
Mineral only third coming down for the Terran. I do like this.
That's good. He can put more marine.
Yeah, exactly.
Terran doesn't care about gas that much. You can just be like, more bio. Bio's good. He's going to be a bit out of position here. See, I really wanted to fire down here because a single swarm, maybe 2 swarms, could just destroy this natural right.
Have a look at the top right.
The defiler's just sitting this natural.
I don't know about this sunken layout. I think lurkers on the ramp will be better.
Doesn't want to get dropped.
I imagine.
Well, he's worried about a drop right, and if you're on the ramp, that's not going to help. But really, the best thing is you have lurkers on the ramp, a defiler, and a few lings in the main.
So.
It really is.
He's
a couple of Scourge ideally.
I mean, HaN's in a difficult position, and he must be. He must be stressful.
He's been playing catch up ever since he lost the bottom left, and he had that one good engage, but now I feel like he's on the ropes again. Like, Terran's kind of had time to rebound from that and kept the other advantages he had.
I find it interesting that HaN has the most ground against the Terran. Like, he's pulling back with these lurkers now, but the Terran hasn't had much chance to move out besides the drop. And
the
yet,
defiler's finally come out to play. It has full energy. We can see 2 swarms. This could be brutal for Terran.
Has he scanned the defiler mound? I didn't actually check.
Well, he's seen swarms already, so he knows.
Oh, he has. Right, that's right. I missed that as well.
If we see a plague could be absolutely devastating.
Oh, on all the vessels, please.
Oh, nice swarm. Oh, wow, they actually take surprisingly little damage from that. I really thought that would hit more of them. But hey, still very good damage. The fire does get irradiated. No energy for another swarm, and it's going to die before it can consume him.
Maybe I'm a bit fatalistic, but I feel like this is the final push from HaN. If he can't get something done here, I don't know if he can come back from this.
Well, no, I think he's doing fine, because he got quite a bit of bio. All it cost him was 1 to fire. I mean, that's only 150 gas, not that much. So I think he's doing fine.
Terran's third is saturated.
Really 4th base, though. That's true.
He's got 12. That's the most amount of STVs I can select, so,
Okay, HaN is securing his 4th base now, that natural, that other main. And that's really all he needs to do, I think, to be back on par. So he's still at a disadvantage, but I feel like he's making the moves he needs to.
The drop coming in. Only 2 mutas following it. I feel like it's going to get in.
Off the drop chief if it drops next to the sun.
The sunken
problem here is HaN didn't make another defiler, and like, as many lurkers as there is, without a defiler, there's only so much they can do.
The Ling counterattack, though, at the mineral only from the Terran, which is undefended.
HaN desperately out of position right now. He pulled all the way back to over near his natural here, but that's just going out the bio.
Yeah, I don't like this sunken position, because once the drop comes in, we just saw it.
He does have the Nidus. Can he get through in time?
Is it going to happen? He's moving units. He's moving them. Here they come.
Okay, so he will keep this third alive. I mean, I assume that's a lot of locals coming through. There's no way this third's going to fall, right?
Alwayslose with the based liftoff on his mineral only. A skill that I have not yet mastered. The L key.
You got to do it. You can rebind it.
Defensive matrix. I like it.
That's really good against those summons too, man. I guess this fence is going to fall. More locals coming through, but like I was saying, without a defiler, there's only so much they can do. Dark Swarm is actually just so good. Damn, well, with this base going down, I guess you're right, that is really HaN's last chance. A lot of Scourge coming in, I mean, that's going to be nice, but... The vessel
only gets 1 vessel, though, with all those Scourge.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And there's the GG.
And the GG. Maybe I would have played a bit longer, because that's the 2-0 to always lose, isn't it? Maybe I would have stuck it out, but I'm not sure he could have...
I mean, what can he do from here, though?
I don't think he could have.
I feel like the critical mistake was he didn't have a couple more defilers. Like, he had the gas, but he made more lurkers instead.
I think that's actually a theme in both games. Like, I didn't see a lot of defilers from HaN either game.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. People underestimate them, but they are so good. It's kind of ridiculous how good they are.
I mean, if the Terran is not being an honest player, and I never am, you just immediately lose to a single defiler.
I mean, yeah, that could have happened for sure in this game when he was containing. Like, in the later stages, he definitely could have had it double swarmed it. The natural goes down. You've got lurkers on the ramp. What can Terran do, right?